Wow, look at all those stars. You know, the summertime is the best time to go outside at night, sit in a chair, or maybe lay on a blanket and look up to see millions, billions, trillions of stars at night. And if you're lucky, you might even see a shooting star. Some people like to use the stars at night like a giant connect the dots puzzle. And when you connect the dots, you can use your imagination to make pictures. And the pictures that you use when you connect the dots with the stars are called constellations. So today, I'm going to show you how to make a super cool constellation map and star finder game. You can use this constellation map to find which constellations you're looking at when you look at the sky. And you can play this game with your family or your friend, or maybe just by yourself. So you'll need to have your star map activity packet and some scissors and maybe some crayons or some pencils that you can color in your star map with. Let's get started. Okay, so what you'll need to do first is remove this page from the activity packet, and you'll see in the activity packet, there are directions that you can use, but you can also follow along with me. Okay, so first thing, you'll see it says, cut here. All along that square on the outside, we're gonna cut. You try to get it as close to that line as you can, or right on the line. Make sure you get it nice and straight. Okay, almost done. One more side. Well, almost done with the cutting. There's a few more steps that we have to follow. Get this side cut off. Nice. Okay, so next, what we're going to do is flip it over and then take one corner and fold it to the opposite corner. And make sure you get it right there so that the corners are touching. And then make a crease. Fold it and crease it. By using your finger, make sure that those two corners are still touching and crease that edge so you get a nice fold. All right, now open it up and take the other corners and fold those together. Make sure that the corners are touching. And then just like we did before, make a nice crease by using your finger, press down hard to get a perfect crease. Now, when you open it up, it should look like that. Take a corner, and you'll see that we made kind of an X here in the middle, where these two creases come together, they make an X. So we're gonna take one of our corners, and we're gonna put that corner right to the middle where that X is, in the middle of the X. And then make another crease. Now, we're gonna do the same thing with another corner. Put it all the way into the middle of that X and make another crease. Make sure that when you fold it over that this edge is not going over that edge. You want it to go just to that other edge. Same thing with this one. Fold that corner to the middle of the X and make a nice crease, nice and straight. One more time. There. Now, it should look just like that. We're almost done. Now we're going to flip it over so that it shows the star map, constellation map, and we are going to take one of these corners and fold it into that X and make another crease and do the same thing all the way around so that we start to make an even smaller square. Almost there. All right. Now, take what you have and flip it over. Or actually, what we're going to do is now that we have this, you should see all the pictures on there. There's the bull and scorpion, the Big Dipper, and the goose or the swan, and all of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to not fold corners again. We're not going to do that again. We're going to fold lengthwise. So we're going to take this edge and fold it over so that it meets that edge right there. I'm going to make a rectangle and we're going to crease it. Make sure you don't pull that out, just crease it like that and go all the way around with your finger. Rub the edges so we get a nice crease. And then open it up and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Nice crease. All right, now flip it over where the red numbers are and put your finger in one side and your thumb into the other side, like that. And with your other hand, do the same thing. Thumb and finger. I don't know if you can see that. Get your fingers and your thumb in there and pull those open, those little pockets. We're making little pockets. And that's where your fingers and your thumb go. Now you can turn it towards yourself and you can see there's the sun, and here's all of the symbols for what's called the zodiacs. These are zodiac signs, and the zodiac signs are all for different constellations that you can see in the night sky at different times of the year. And so when you open it up, you'll see some pictures that you can color in with your pencils or your crayons, and you can use your fingers to do this in there. And when you play the game, you ask your friend, okay, pick a number. And you can see there's all these red numbers. That's a 9. See how it has that red line underneath it? That's a 9. This one is a 6. The red line underneath means that's the bottom of that number. So that's a 6. That's a 9. That's a 4, of course, and number 5. So you have a friend pick one. Let's say number 4. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have your friend pick one of those. let's pick the Big Dipper. That's a cool constellation. And it says B-I-G. It's spelled B-I-G-D-I-P-P-E-R. So B-I-G-D-I-P-P-E-R. And then your friend can pick another one. Let's pick Taurus. Go ahead and open it up, and boom, there you can see the Big Dipper. And when you open it up all the way, you'll see that there are different corners, and each one of these corners is a direction, like western horizon. That way is pointed to where the sun sets. So when the sun goes down, that's the way that this map should be pointing. This corner should be pointed towards the sunset. When you flip it over and you look at it, you're going to hold it above your head.
And I'm just coloring in the way that I want it to look. I've got all these little dots. All these little dots are stars. And I'm gonna do yellow for all the stars. And each of these stars belongs to a different constellation. Like let's see, right there's the Big Dipper. That's always a fun one to look for in the sky at night.
Now that you've colored in your star map and your constellation finder, you can use it outside. And what you do is you open it up and make sure that the western horizon corner, this one right here, is pointed to where the sun went down. That's where the sunset happens. But we're not going to look at it like this. We're going to look at it like this. See? You hold it up like that with the corner pointed to the western horizon or the sunset, and you can look and see where the constellations are. Oh, look, there's the Big Dipper. Super cool, super fun, and happy stargazing, and have a fun summer.